Up, hips, hips, hips. Good. Woo. Oh, baby. Ricky. Ricky's finally part of the 500-pound deadlift club at a body weight of 160 pounds. I ran into him while he was already in here. Saw him pulling. He pulled 405 up, but his technique was a little rushed at the bottom, so it kind of looked weird. But then he went for 455, took his time, got his technique correct, smooth off the ground, and it flew up fast and easy. And I told him off the bat, I was like, you have 500 in you today. I could tell by the way it went up. At first he wasn't gonna do it. He loaded the bar up, decided to give it a shot. I told him to take his time, do exactly what he did, brace his core. He did it, and the lift moved pretty nicely too, so congrats on an impromptu PR.
Thank God.
It's one you've been chasing for a while too, huh?
I've been chasing this for a year now. About a year ago today, I hit like 485, and I was shaky. And then injuries and everything happened, and it set me back, and now finally a year later, haven't even been really programming too much, just been trying to stay consistent about eating and getting here, and
boom.
Boom!
So technique is everything. Take your time and stay confident in your lift when you're setting up. Don't let yourself psych yourself out. That thing is so badass. Strongman log. I've been going to the gym for a couple of years, and I've actually never used the protein shake bar that they have over here, ever. So I'm just chilling out here, getting my stuff together before I leave. Today we're doing high bar squats and incline dumbbell pressing, and this is the third day in a row pressing. Monday we did the 3-second tempo benching. Tuesday we did the feet up bench pressing, and now today, Wednesday, we're doing the incline dumbbell pressing. So it is a lot of pressing consistently, which is definitely exhausting. I'm gonna be real sore from it by the end of this week. I already am feeling it, but the coaches are smart. They're making sure that none of the days are too overexerting, where it's gonna like burn out my CNS or overtrain me. And obviously every day of pressing is something a little bit different, so it's not like I'm doing just the same style of bench pressing 3 days in a row. First day I'm doing tempo presses, then I'm doing feet up pressing, now I'm doing incline pressing. So it is switching it up ever so slightly, which does give you a little bit of a break overall, and it really just helps focus on the small details and the weak ends of your pressing and helps build them up. So today we're doing high bar squatting. High bar squats are never fun in my opinion. Not only are they just harder in general than low bar, they feel less comfortable with the bar being on the top of your traps like that, but they do allow you to stay more upright, and that can give you a little bit more range of motion overall with your hip hinge. And Johnny Candido actually did a great video on that. So they're a great accessory movement for sure.
Very pretty.
And then we followed it up with incline dumbbell pressing, and I used the 85-pound dumbbells for 4 sets of 10 reps. And I've said it before, I really want to keep dumbbell pressing in with my power training this year, because I feel doing all the heavy dumbbell pressing that I did during my photo shoot prep really helped my bench press overall. When I came back to benching, my sticking point was less existent, and I was able to push through it a lot smoother. So I think dumbbell pressing helps, especially strengthen up the tricep lockout portion of the bench.
Us slow folk
Get injured.
We don't do the research. We just go in and go, that looks good, bam. and then there's guys like,
and it helps strengthen your stabilizers in general. Seeing as the bench press with the barbell doesn't need as many stabilizers, it just makes you that much stronger. So keep them both in there.
Wright, I don't know. He calls himself a physique architect. Like, what kind of job title is that?
Every time, man, I hate deodorant stains. And I hate doing the deodorant under the shirt because it like stretches out your shirt. And that just bugs me. Being a meathead, gotta be hugging the sleeves. About to head to the chiropractor now. Chiropractors are, they can be a waste of time, but if you get a really good one, they can be a really good thing. And the chiropractor I'm going to is a really, really good one. They helped my mom out really well when she was going through a lot of pain at one point. And then they helped me out. If you guys remember that injury I had a year or two ago, I had basically some nerve issues come back after an injury that I had way beforehand. And it was hurting a lot. Like, it was hurting my calf. I couldn't even walk. I needed crutches at one point. It went all the way down to the bottom of my foot. And they did x-ray scans. That's when I found out my feet were all messed up. That's when I found out the disc that I hurt in my lower back was starting to form like arthritis in it. And literally within a couple of weeks, they had me like perfect again. And after every single visit, I could feel a significant difference. And I actually remember there was one visit I went in there with crutches and I walked out without the crutches. So this one chiropractor is really good. Dr. Morissette. It's in West Greenwich, Rhode Island. 4:45 p.m. How is that for punctuality? My appointment is at 4:45 p.m. Bam! Left my house on the other side of life at 4:25, and I thought for sure I was gonna be late. And then there was some traffic along the way, but I still made it right on time. But vlogging this is gonna cause me to be about a minute late, so. That last thing you saw me doing, I can't remember what it's called, but it basically just sends like, they put these pads on different areas of your back, wherever your trouble area is. In my case, they did my traps, because my traps are really tight, and they did my lower back on either side, like on my SI joints. And this thing just sends like these like vibrations of electricity into your body, and it basically contracts and like loosens up the muscle repetitively. Almost feels like a deep tissue massage, and it just tricks the muscles into loosening up. So they did that after they readjusted me, and she readjusted my whole body, ankles, everything. My left side was a little high, my left hip was a little high, and then she did my neck, and my neck sounded like 4th of July fireworks, just either side. So feeling good. And then tomorrow is a nice rest day. Just got word. Our flights are booked to the Arnold Classic in Columbus, Ohio, March 3rd through the 6th, and I'm excited. The Arnold Classic is the biggest expo in the US. I will be there, and I've never gotten to the Arnold Classic with Isatory. And they do it big. They have a big booth set up. Last year it was a really big setup, and this year I think they're going even bigger, which is why they didn't do the LA Fit Expo. So excited. I will be at the Isatory booth every day for the Arnold Classic, Columbus, Ohio. Ari will be there with me. Come on down and visit us. Oh, also my coach Brett Gibbs will be competing at the Arnold Classic powerlifting meet there as well, so that'll be exciting.